Hi, I'm Bryce Rosenbaum, Realtor at Harcourt's Real Estate Network Group, and to the left of me is
Mitch Fotaf, and I'm with Harcourt's as well.
Awesome. Well, today we're going to be talking about investment properties. Both Mitch and I, we help folks daily buy and sell real estate. We love being able to work in our community that we both were born and raised in. We also are really passionate about helping people purchase investment properties. Now, Mitch and I both have some rentals and Airbnb, and we're very integrated in that market as well. So we'd love to be able to help you guys, whatever your specific real estate needs are.
That was literally all I did, actually, from the start of my business. So yeah, let's get into it.
Awesome. So we're just going to kind of do a bird's eye view here of all the different types of investment properties that you can get into. So first one would be just your single family rental.
I have one of those.
Yep, as do I. Single family rentals in Portland are great, or Portland Metro are great. Obviously you have to be very knowledgeable about the specific tenant landlord laws. And so there's a variety of different laws that you need to adhere to. You know, Portland is typically not a very landlord friendly area.
No.
But it's
definitely county to county would be, not many people looking for, I would say you're more looking for a rental in Clackamas County than you probably would in Multnomah.
But it really depends on what you're wanting.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a rental in Southeast Portland. You just have to be really safe with making sure you're following the rules and watching out for what they call professional tenants, which we can talk about at a later date.
There's a seat for every butt, right?
That's right. I never heard that. I like that. So single family rentals, you're going to buy the property, probably going to have a 30-year mortgage on it. The down payment requirements are a little bit different, but as long as the property you can get for rent is in excess of what your mortgage is all in per month, that means you have positive cash flow.
I think typically is it 10% typically for a rental?
20 for non-owner occupied typically.
I literally have one at 10%.
Really?
Yeah, and it was a jumbo.
That's probably why. Jumbos have a different conforming thing. Yeah. So anyway, so as long as you're positively cash flow and you know that, or you hope to know that it's going to appreciate, then single family rentals are a great way to develop wealth. You're paying for your mortgage while someone is actually paying you to live there, and your property is going up in value every single year. Second option would be multifamily. Yep.
Duplex, apartment complexes would be an extreme of that, but triplex, fourplex, all the way down the line, everything from you living in your own duplex and renting out the other side to renting both sides.
Yep. So buying a duplex, renting out the other side, also called house hacking, just a way to reduce your monthly expenditures and also develop wealth. And then anything above 4 units, now you're getting into the commercial space. So it requires a commercial loan. We've done commercial deals before. It's not our expertise, so we probably would refer you to someone that really is integrated into that market, but we'd be happy to have a conversation with you if that's what you're looking for. Another investment opportunity would be land.
Okay, you want to go land?
I'm going to go land.
Okay,
I'm going to go land.
Yeah,
so
that's definitely your specialty. So
yes, I used to work for a land development company, buying raw dirt, holding it for development, or buying a property and partitioning it into 2 lots. Gives you a wide variety of different options there. Also something that I really try to focus on is purchasing a home that has a large enough lot where you can split another lot off it.
That's one of the popular ones that I'm dealing with a lot of clients right now.
Yep.
Is trying to find the house that I can split off, create another lot out of it, keep the other house, flip it, or rent it or whatever, and all the money is basically in that lot, whatever you're gonna do with it. So
That's exactly right. And that's my house on Roswell, my primary home. I bought the property, it was fronted on 2 different streets, partitioned it, sold the back lot to a family friend that built a beautiful home. Now I got a great neighbor. And
can you talk about a little bit of process? How long did it take you to partition off that lot? What were the costs? What were the permits?
Sure, yeah, so it all kind of depends on what it's going to take in order to partition it. Mine was pretty straightforward. My Clackamas County, Milwaukee proper.
Usually helps a little bit.
Yep, helps a little bit. Each jurisdiction is a little bit different as far as what the rules and regulations are and timeline. But it took me about 8 months start to finish. hire a surveyor. There's going to be frontage improvements or other costs associated with.
8 months? Do you think
8
you could have
months.
done it faster, or is it about 8
No,
months?
it's about 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah, Multnomah County, Portland, you're looking at a year minimum.
Yeah.
It's just the nature of the beast. Land deals take significantly longer. There's a lot of risk because you have your money tied up for a way longer period of time
Yeah.
than a rental property or a fix and flip, which
You're
we'll talk about
usually in it
next.
for the long haul.
You're in it for a long haul, but the payoff is way bigger as long as you're willing to, be in it for the long haul.
Yep.
What about flips? Honestly, you have so many investors that you work with. I'd like you to talk about flips.
Flips right now are so few and far between. It's so hard to find a house right now that has the margins to make a flip. I used to, I bet you 50% of my business, and right now it's maybe 25. My closest friend, who's probably one of the biggest hard money dealers or lenders in Portland, is down like 100% or
Wow.
90. Close enough to it. I think last month he did one deal, and this is a guy who does a lot more than one deal typically. But your goal typically, it depends on if you're a volume person or you just kind of do one a year. My volume people are usually looking to make anywhere as low as 25 grand, up to 100. And then you got the people, we had someone in our office who does maybe one a year, and he's looking to make 75 to 100, otherwise it's just not worth his time.
Right.
But our flips right now, they're so hard to get at the moment.
Yeah. Margins are a lot thinner.
Margins are so much thinner. Contractors are more expensive now.
Mhm.
All of it's been a real, it's a different market than we were in before.
Yep. But you make the money on the purchase.
Definitely.
You make the money on the purchase, and that's for any investment property. All the money is made the day you sign that contract.
Definitely.
Yep.
I know people who were gonna buy a flip. Every goal was flip it, turned into a rental because it just wasn't going the direction that he wanted it to go. That's the worst, consequence of all time, but
Right.
Definitely not what they had in mind. The foreclosure world was where I got so many of my flips, and they're down a very large percentage, and there's not many foreclosures out there anymore.
Which is good.
Which is good. Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Because if you're in a foreclosure spot, probably having a really hard time in life.
Yeah, I don't think they're choosing to foreclose it,
No,
Mitch.
no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no. They're in a tough spot. Well, the thing about it, you would just sell it.
Well, I know.
You know,
but sometimes they're
so
not
you're
astute enough.
usually,
Yeah.
you're in a tough spot in life, most likely, if you're going in foreclosure.
Right, sad deal. And then the last one that's really hot right now, especially in Portland Metro, there's a new House Bill 2001. It's kind of abolishing single family zoning. And so what it's allowing is for people that have a single family lot, otherwise you couldn't partition it, meaning you couldn't break off an additional lot and have someone else build a single family home. You're now able to build an ADU, 2 ADUs, or potentially a triplex or fourplex on that property, where you used to only be able to build one house. So that's just something to be looking at when you're looking at purchasing either a primary residence or an investment property, is what are the other ways that you can make money on that property?
Yeah, we've got to go Airbnb too, and Airbnbs right now, I feel like I do really well on my Airbnb. You better get in a good spot. It seems like, I don't know, you were probably feeling this, Airbnbs kind of went down a little bit, like
Absolutely.
people were renting them as much at the moment.
Yep.
Not fun. I have an Airbnb in Sun River. Sun River's a pretty hot place, but I'm definitely not getting the same amount as I was, last year. COVID made everyone want to go and get out of their house and go do something.
And it made everyone want to buy an Airbnb too.
And made everyone,
Yeah,
Good
that's why
point,
it's so
true.
saturated.
Very true. Yeah,
Yep,
very
yep.
true. So you gotta have, your place better be real nice and right for them to want to choose your place over someone else's place.
Right.
You better have a hot tub. Well, in Sun River specific, you better have a hot tub. You better have bikes for everybody. You better have, a fun thing, whether it's ping pong. You better have Wi-Fi. You better have cable. You better have everything that everyone has, and plus a little bit more, or
Right.
you're just gonna get skipped over.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's everything's kind of changing right now, you know what I mean?
It is, but there's still so many great opportunities out there. I mean, I purchased 2 homes this last year. I'm still constantly looking for myself and for other investors.
Our competition's less.
Competition is less, and you know, with margins, with being flips, margins being low, there's still other avenues. You know, let's say that you looked at that house that's on, you know, a 1/4 acre of a lot, and you're like, man, it doesn't really work as a flip. Well, if you're able to put 2 additional units in the back and sell them individually and condo plat them,
What do
that
those look
changes
like?
the numbers.
What does that look
800
like?
square
Like a
feet.
studio?
800 square feet. You can do 2
Okay.
bedroom, 1 bath, 1 car garage.
As like a
I got a
studio?
plan
Or,
that's a 3-1.
okay.
Um,
Are you building like a garage with like a little?
no, just like a little tiny home.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, a house, you know, normal looking house, just small.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the foundation and everything?
Foundation, everything. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Mini split, all brand new plumbing, you know, obviously the whole 9.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be nice. I mean, and I've seen them. People are doing really well on those.
Okay. Any idea? Well, I guess so area specific. You wouldn't know. Like what is a 2-bed, 1-bath rent for?
I mean, yeah, so I know like Clackamas County fairly well just because that's where I have some rentals and that's where I have quite a few investors
Yeah.
living right now.
Yeah.
I mean, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, brand new in a nice neighborhood in Milwaukee, you're probably looking at $1,800.
A month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going like nightly, but yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So I was thinking more for long-term rentals rather than the Airbnb market.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you were to look at buying that property, you could rent it out, the single-family home for $2,500 a month, 3-bedroom, 2-bath in Milwaukee. That's great. That's fantastic. If you could build 2 additional units and rent each one of those for $1,700 a month,
Yeah, you're doing pretty well.
and you got 3 different properties cash flowing on one property where you could only have one,
Yeah, you're doing pretty well.
you're doing pretty well.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of different opportunities out there. We'd love to be able to talk to you guys about them. Do you have anything else to say, Mitch?
I think that's it, pal.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.